Today, we're stepping into the ancient and powerful stories held within the Bible. Stories that connect deeply with the roots of African heritage. From the dawn of human history, the Bible recounts tales of mighty empires and remarkable civilizations. Among the sons of Noah, Ham emerges as a figure closely tied to the foundations of African nations. His name, rich with meaning, has often been associated with darkness or warmth, pointing to the lands and people his lineage would ultimately shape. But Ham's story is more than just a name or a lineage. It's the beginning of a legacy. His descendants are said to have pioneered some of humanity's earliest civilizations, leaving behind a vibrant heritage and spiritual depth that resonates across cultures and generations. In this journey, we'll explore not only Ham's descendants, but also the lands they inhabited, the cultures they built, and the historical and spiritual impact they've left on the world. Join us as we dive deep into scripture and ancient accounts to uncover the often overlooked origins and influence of African people, a legacy of strength, resilience, and faith that still endures. Let's begin this journey through the Bible and history, uncovering the story of Ham's descendants and their powerful role in the ancient world. The Bible identifies Ham as the father of four main descendants: Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. Each son is linked to a different geographical area and culture that would eventually shape the African continent and surrounding regions. Kush, for instance, is often associated with the lands south of Egypt, known as Nubia or Ethiopia in ancient texts, areas that would later develop into significant African civilizations. Mizraim, another of Ham's sons, is widely recognized as the forefather of the Egyptian civilization, marking one of humanity's most advanced ancient societies. Put is believed to be connected to Libya and surrounding regions in North Africa, while Canaan settled in areas that would later encompass parts of the Near East, particularly the Levant. Together, Ham's sons and their descendants formed influential cultures and civilizations that contributed greatly to human development in the ancient world. By examining the family tree of Ham, we gain a clearer understanding of the ancient connections between Africa and the rest of the biblical world. These descendants represent a lineage marked by diversity and resilience, with roots that spread across lands and time, influencing traditions, beliefs, and societies. Cush and Mizraim, two of Ham's sons, laid the foundation for prominent civilizations that are still celebrated in African history. Cush, often linked to the ancient Nubians or Ethiopians, is said to have fathered a line that spread across Eastern Africa, contributing to a rich cultural heritage known for its art, architecture, and military prowess. Ancient texts often equate Cush with Ethiopia, indicating a powerful kingdom that thrived along the Nile River and held influence over vast territories. Meanwhile, Mizraim is identified as the ancestor of the Egyptians, founders of one of the most iconic ancient civilizations. Egypt's contributions to mathematics, medicine, engineering, and spiritual beliefs have left an indelible mark on human history. The Bible and other historical records often refer to Egypt with awe as a land of wealth, wisdom, and power. Together, Cush and Mizraim represent two of Africa's earliest and most formidable kingdoms. They contributed not only to African heritage but also to the broader story of human civilization. Through these civilizations, Ham's legacy endured, demonstrating resilience, innovation, and a deep spiritual connection to the lands they inhabited. Put and Canaan, the other sons of Ham, also play significant roles in the biblical and historical landscape. Put, often associated with regions in modern-day Libya, represents the spread of Ham's descendants into North Africa. While less is documented about Put's specific legacy, North Africa became a region of diverse cultural exchanges, influenced by neighboring civilizations. From early on, North Africa saw the blending of Mediterranean, African, and later Islamic cultures, creating a rich tapestry of tradition and belief. Canaan, on the other hand, is perhaps the most notable of Ham's descendants in biblical texts. Settling in the Levant, Canaan's lineage gave rise to the Canaanite people, who inhabited a region known today as Israel, Palestine, Lebanon, and parts of Syria. The Canaanites played a prominent role in the Old Testament, often coming into contact and conflict with the Israelites. Canaan's legacy, therefore, extends beyond Africa, impacting religious and historical narratives in the Middle East as well. The descendants of Put and Canaan show how Ham's lineage influenced both Africa and the ancient Near East, shaping societies that would continue to affect the course of history. The kingdom of Kush, founded by Ham's son Kush, stands as one of the most notable African civilizations mentioned in the Bible. Located in what is now Sudan and parts of Ethiopia, Kush developed a powerful and influential society that rivaled even Egypt at times. The Kushites were known for their impressive achievements in art, architecture, and military strategy. With a distinct culture that thrived along the Nile, they established trade networks that reached across the Red Sea and into the ancient Near East, linking Africa to global commerce and ideas. The Bible frequently refers to Kush, often using it interchangeably with Ethiopia, highlighting its significant role in the region's history. The people of Kush and Ethiopia shared a rich spiritual heritage, and many early Jewish and Christian traditions identify them as descendants of Kush. This connection symbolizes the spiritual legacy and resilience of the Kushite people, whose history became intertwined with both African and biblical narratives. The legacy of Kush, through Kush and Ethiopia, highlights Africa's deep historical roots and the enduring influence of its early civilizations on the broader biblical world. Egypt and the influence of Mizraim. The descendants of Mizraim, Ham's son, established ancient Egypt, a civilization that continues to capture the world's imagination with its monumental achievements. Egypt's advancements in architecture, medicine, and religious thought left an undeniable mark on human history, and their spiritual beliefs, centered around gods and the afterlife, influenced many neighboring cultures. The Bible frequently mentions Egypt, portraying it as a powerful empire with which Israel often had complex relationships, sometimes as an ally, other times as an oppressor. The close ties between Egypt and the Israelites are woven throughout biblical narratives, from Abraham's time to Joseph's rise to power and the eventual enslavement of the Israelites. Mizraim's lineage created a society that was known for its wisdom and wealth, one that would impact the Hebrew people and much of the ancient world. The role of Egypt in biblical stories, both as a land of refuge and a place of enslavement, illustrates its significance. Mizraim's influence, through Egypt, highlights the prominence of Ham's descendants and how they shaped not only African history, but also the stories found within the Bible. One of the most controversial aspects surrounding Ham's legacy is the so-called curse of Ham, which has been widely misunderstood and misinterpreted over centuries. In Genesis, the story recounts how Noah's son Ham acted disrespectfully after finding his father in a vulnerable state. As a result, Noah cursed Canaan, Ham's son, rather than Ham himself. Unfortunately, This story has often been twisted to suggest that all of Ham's descendants, including African peoples, were somehow cursed. This misinterpretation fueled harmful ideologies and justifications for slavery and racism in later historical contexts. However, it's essential to clarify that the curse was specifically directed at Canaan and had nothing to do with Africa or black people as a whole. By understanding this distinction, we can honor the legacy of Ham's descendants without the burden of these misconceptions. The Bible's narrative emphasizes the individual actions and consequences within Noah's family, not a blanket curse on entire populations. Recognizing the importance of accurate biblical interpretation allows us to respect and celebrate Ham's heritage as foundational to Africa's rich and diverse history. As we reach the end of our journey, it's clear that Ham's descendants left an indelible impact on the world. Through Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan, we see a lineage that established some of the ancient world's most influential societies, from the powerful kingdom of Kush and the great civilization of Egypt to the culturally rich regions of North Africa and the Levant. Ham's story is more than a biblical account. It's a testament to resilience, adaptability, and the cultural richness that Africa has contributed to global history. The contributions of his descendants continue to echo through time, as their civilizations shape not only African heritage, but also biblical narratives and beyond. As we reflect on this legacy, it reminds us of the importance of understanding and celebrating the diverse roots of humanity. Ham's descendants have left a legacy that transcends borders and continues to inspire, highlighting the shared history and unity of the human family. Their story encourages us to look at the past with clarity and respect, embracing the contributions of African heritage in the biblical story and the broader world. As we conclude, we reflect on the profound heritage of Ham's lineage, a story that weaves Africa's powerful civilizations into the biblical narrative. This isn't just a tale of ancient people and places. It's a testament to resilience, unity, and the invaluable contributions of African civilizations. From the thriving kingdom of Kush to the majesty of Egypt, Ham's descendants have left an indelible mark on humanity's history. Their legacy reaches across fields of art, science, governance, and spirituality, illuminating the rich and enduring influence of Africa. Beyond history, Ham's story imparts vital lessons for us today. Dispelling myths like the so-called Curse of Ham allows us to view this lineage with dignity and respect, honoring the diverse heritage that has shaped our world. Ham's descendants remind us that all humanity, in its varied expressions, is created in the image of God and is loved equally by Him. Their story invites us to recognize the intrinsic worth in every lineage and to celebrate the strength and beauty of diversity. As we honor this legacy, may we be inspired to value our shared roots and respect each other as members of one human family. If this journey has resonated with you, please share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more insights like these. Together, let's continue exploring the depth and beauty of our shared heritage. May God bless you richly, and we'll see you in the next video.